chuckle now when I realize that my dad was just getting me to practice reading when he insisted that I read the dialogue out loud.
It's a trap!
Hello, welcome to YYTT Podcast. We're here today with my friends, Yangyang and Bikash. So today we saw a special release of the Windows 11 event, and I gotta say, we've got a lot to talk about that.
I'm trying to experience, what the Windows 11 actually offers.
You're gonna go out the door and grab a Windows laptop.
Why not?
Download the demo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it said any date of when it was going to be released.
At least, I can experience the OS. If I'm gonna be upgrading, on my Windows, then I can actually experience, what's up.
Do you have a Windows laptop?
Yep.
Is that Windows 10?
Yeah, Windows 10. Yeah,
so
right.
free update.
What Windows do you use?
XP.
XP.
Yeah.
So that was the last time you used Windows?
Yeah, right. After high school,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't used Windows yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When I actually got into Windows 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
From the moment while I was using XP, it was very tough to get hands on with the Windows 10.
You went from Windows XP to Windows 10?
I didn't like the Windows Vista. I guess Vista was
Okay.
the one in between of XP and 10.
Mm-hmm.
And XP was the one that I liked it better. The Vista.
I feel Windows 11 has a lot of similarities to Vista. Windows 10, they don't really have the translucent where you can see the transparent. They do a little bit, but this one I think they're turning it to 11 on the transparent, especially the widgets.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Vista widgets, and I'm like, I don't really think that's a good feature, but
The other thing, the slowness.
and I think just background processes that will slow down the computer.
Yep, the graphics. I was working at the Mac recently, and those are the things I miss a lot. Especially to get more productive with the stuff that you're working on. That plays out nice and simple with the Office. I know it's Office in Mac too, but it's compared to the one that's on the window, it's not that great.
Especially when I saw the Windows 11, they have a feature like when you disconnect, your monitor with your laptop.
Yeah, every time I disconnect, my Windows just become a mess,
Yeah.
And then I put it back in and they become a mess every single time. But this seemed it had a logical way of.
Yeah, right. So it won't disturb you where what you were doing on your laptop. So you still can working on your laptop. Yeah, and once you connect again, so it's like
Magic.
Yeah.
I think the UI is a kick in the butt of Apple because the MacBook you can't do touchscreen, and I think it's just so close.
Yeah.
But the Windows operating system, they've had touch for years now.
Right.
Did this meet your expectations, this event?
I really had to use it for at least a month or so. Then I would get the idea.
I have some friends who have the start menu on the left of the screen.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I've seen my workplace where they go into presenting.
And then they're on the left and they're
exactly, and drag and drop and use whatever the application they want to use. Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna have that feature in this version?
Not sure.
Not sure. Yeah, me too.
But you can do that. You can do even in Windows XP or
You were mentioning earlier about the TikTok, and I remember a year ago when TikTok was about to be banned, and they were in talks of how do we let it last, or I think they were in talks to sell the company to an American company. You were talking about Microsoft acquiring TikTok.
When I heard about the first time, I was kind of feeling like is this real? I think it's just a rumor. And then found out, the official news and stuff, those came in. And then, I was like, really? Later on, as I, going through, what it offers, TikTok offers, and how's that gonna get, compatible with the Windows, and, how's the user experience and stuff, did, sound like, something that makes sense. When I said, it makes sense, is that, I guess, most of the users are younger generation to TikTok, and if they're gonna, have them pull into, Windows platform where, they can have, more and more user leaning towards a window rather than,
Oh yeah, heard like TikTok users are probably mostly on iPhone.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this would be a very compelling argument to use Android or get a Windows over because imagine if you could drag and drop files from your Windows computer onto your little phone right there.
And there are the stuff that you can do with your desktop that you cannot do with the phone, like high resolution, high quality video that you get from DSLR, and you have that file sitting in your desktop, and then you want to update or do edit or whatnot, and just share that along with TikTok.
Yeah, that would be amazing. And you could do like video editing on your computer.
Right.
You could tell, and the whole philosophy is you can do whatever you want in one system. You don't have to toy around with the Android and then go on your MacBook or your you could do everything on your computer.
Right.
So I'd imagine they're trying to accomplish is
remember when they lay out about studying about the Android to this Windows 11, they're talking about more compatible now with Windows, and then I believe it comes number one OS to the cell phone, which is a second, I believe.
Yep.
I'm not really sure.
I don't know if you're an iOS guy, you're gonna be using Windows. The next thing they're gonna do.
Yeah, next thing, of course, they want to go head to head with iOS or Mac, making the Windows 11 look fancier as it looks, and one key always has been, and they always will, is the productivity. That always is the key a principle of Windows.
Windows Store.
Yeah.
Looks the same.
Looks the same as
Mac
exactly.
Apple Store.
I was like, are they trying to be like Mac or something? Can they not like be like something else?
I want to like touch on the store within a store. Microsoft has to take their cut for their app developers, but the future companies, they don't want to pay that cut, the Microsoft cut, so they can make their own store. And that makes me think, like, wouldn't it be smart to make a generic app store for developers to say, hey, if you want this app store, you can put your own one app store in here. That'd be the loophole of that. And then I think they're going to try the users to use Microsoft's Azure cloud infrastructure to say, if you want to have a free app store, you have to use our cloud services. And I feel like there's some little asterisk in there. I can't app. I was making $100 a download. Someone's maybe doing Netflix. I'm a video streamer, and they spend $100 through a year. I don't want 30% to go away. I'm going to try to contain that app in my own little app store, or throw it on another competitor app store where they have a better cut.
So like Windows is where you can go, right? Because they say 100% to you, 0 to them.
Yeah. So you can go through the Amazon App Store. or the Steam App Store, but I think it's going to be, if you go through the Windows App Store, you host your app on the Windows Microsoft Cloud through their APIs.
Right.
But if you want to go through another cloud, you have to use their cloud and APIs, and that costs money.
Right.
And I think Microsoft's going to try to make a compelling argument. It's cheaper just to go through us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just have us pay that small cut of money,
Right.
or have us take that small cut of money.
I mean that which is good for developers, right?
Yeah. And then again to the Azure point, I'm not sure, since Azure is focused to enterprise and to the user, like what iCloud offers, and I know they have Google Drive, and then
I know for those who don't understand Google Cloud and Apple's new offerings and Azure, those are like where software developers and companies put their applications on, and they build their code and host it there, and they have APIs through there. I would say Microsoft has the best built out system from start to finish. You could probably argue against that AWS is the bigger company, but it has larger infrastructure. So if you need something at scale, Amazon's the way to go. But Azure seems like it's creating a developer ecosystem where you can deploy your code, have people code review it, have it build in the cloud, and Apple's already just released that in the last developers conference, and I think they're catching up to Microsoft, where Microsoft has had this for years ago, and you can go through AWS, but you're using open source tools like Jenkins and Docker and Kubernetes. Everything that an audience doesn't know, but if you're in that ecosystem, it's fluffy and easy. Do you think this is going to convert some MacBook users over to Windows?
I'm not sure, but to that price thing, when you said price, one thing just reminded me, as there was this news that popped up today. 2 trillion cloud Microsoft just entered.
2 trillion.
So all this talk about Azure and this stuff we are going through, and for me as someone who looks the earning report and what metrics do they have number the revenue growing.
What's the top
Azure.
Azure is first. Yangyang thought the biggest amount of money maker for Amazon was their store.
Yeah, I thought it's Amazon store.
But
but to have a store and to handle a store and maintain, that cost money, right?
Right.
So all of this infrastructure is for like the developer store is probably going to be built off of Azure. I think if you use a Android with a MacBook, I think all the Android MacBook users are going to be like, I want to use that.
Yeah, because to me, I really like the disconnect and bring all the windows back together. That feature. I really like that feature. So I was like, that's more productive.
And it's a touchscreen.
Yeah.
Do you think there's going to be any features for those who are doing anything with a graphics card, like gaming or crypto mining? Do you think there's going to be anything on that?
It depends on how much graphics the cheap you can afford. But they are always open to to offer that kind of facilities for gaming, as they stated about the Xbox something. What Xbox has like up to the real object, right, on the visual effect that looks something very compelling. And I think they have done really a good job on that side.
I'd be interested if you could play Halo on it.
I don't know exactly if they can or not.
Yeah, I wonder what games you can and can't play.
Yeah, but game if they have up to the quality what Xbox or PlayStation offers, something you can do it within Windows, then that's something people would love it, because you can be at the window playing game and then turn it off and then do other.
Oh man, yeah. Put it in storage memory.
Yeah.
Do work stuff.
Yeah,
Switch desktops.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Play some video games, and your mom comes in and is like, "I'm working on school."
Yeah, right. One for school, one for work, one for game, right? Wow, that's.
Speaking of getting distracted with media content, I want to say that at the beginning, his presentation really reminded me of a TV show that we were watching called Silicon Valley, and it's all about like creating a great vision and microservices,
Make a better world.
making the world a better place. Really just fluffy words,
Emotional thing. Yeah. When they hide even before, are they the same style with this? It's like more emotional thing.
No, I think before it's more like marketing type stuff, and now it's more okay. We got the marketing solid, and we're gonna add a emotional part to it.
So how do you like Windows 11?
Any last thoughts?
Well, yeah, it looks really fascinating, and I cannot wait to use it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I cannot wait until you got your new laptop.
Oh,
Windows.
I'm in the market to get a laptop, because you have a laptop. I don't have one. Thank you for watching our Windows 11 quick talk, and we want to hear what you have to say. We're looking forward to demo this operating system, get our hands on one in the future.
Thanks for Bikash coming again.
You're welcome. It was nice discussion. I feel, and if I get chance, I cannot wait for the next video.
So please share this video, because you can see more videos coming with Bikash and Twantwan.
Yeah.
Talk about
Bitcoin,
and mining and support.
Right. Hit the subscribe button.
Let's grow our community. See you guys.